Welcome back, everybody. I'm the Blonde Fox, and today we're going to continue playing some more Genshin Impact. In the last episode, we went to see the aftermath after everything that had happened, and we went along with Charlotte as she went to kind of interview everybody and take some pictures and everything to make some articles and whatnot to kind of describe what happened, how people are doing, what's the next steps, etc. So we got to go and visit, like, Navia. We got to go visit Wrightsley down at the Fortress of Maripede. I think it's Maripede. Anyways, we got to go visit him. And the people down there. We also went to the docks and were able to visit Linny, Lynette, and Fremine, as well as the Knave. We were able to go talk to all of them and find out that Child's okay and everything. So just kind of wrapping things up. So now we need to go talk to Neuvillette because he's been seen hanging out around over by the entrance to the fortress. Also, Neuvillette gave the Knave the Gnosis, so that was also a little surprising. He just gave it to him as a gift of goodwill, I guess you could say. So that's kind of where we left off. So yeah, remember to like the video if you like and subscribe for some more. Without further ado, let's get right to it. So we need to go meet up with Neuvillette, which is he actually inside or is he on the other side? No, he's just on the other side of the Opera Epic class. So we should be able to go around this way. Because the entrance to the fortress is right over here.
The entrance to the fortress! Ooh,
Hold my camera away from me, just about screwed me over there. Neuvillette!
So, you really are here, Neuvillette. I didn't think you were going to have free time this hour of the day.
Really? Oh, I suppose you must have met Mr. Linny. He took the time to greet me earlier when he passed this way. In any case, you came at a good time. I was just considering reaching out to you to set up a meeting, so I may explain some things that I haven't had the time to before.
Aw, Paimon's glad that you remembered. Thank you for keeping us on your mind, what with you being busy and all. Alright, let's have it then. How was Fontaine actually saved? The whole business is still quite the mystery to us.
It is strange how words can often leave a bitter taste in the mouth when it finally comes time to say them out loud.
Whoa. So that's what happened?
I only saw Farina's part myself.
Focalor destroyed the divine throne of the Hydro Archon and restored your power to you, transforming you into a fully fledged elemental dragon sovereign. But Paimon still doesn't quite get what you did to save the Fontanians from dissolving.
For me, the authority of the ancient dragons refers to absolute control over the hydro element. Fontanians were incomplete humans born of Egeria's use of the power of the primordial sea, with constitutions similar to that of mimics. But so long as those primordial energies remain within them, I could use the ancient dragon's authority to grant them true blood, after the fashion in which life was first brought into being on this planet. In other words, when I gave my verdict, Fontanians became true humans, and thus would naturally no longer be dissolved by water from the primordial sea.
Focalor must have counted on you to make that decision as well. Your verdict was the key to making the prophecy appear to have come true while saving everyone.
You could say that it was at that moment that the Fontanians were finally truly born.
Yeah, and in a manner of speaking, Focalor finally managed to fulfill the original Hydro Archon's wish to turn Oceanids into real people too!
It seems from your expressions that you still have more things you wish to ask. Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
So about the initial verdict that was passed on Child,
I have investigated his case along many avenues, and I have learned that he once fell into an unknown chasm when he was young. There, by chance, he awakened the all-devouring narwhal. But whether it be by sentiment or reason, that should not have been enough to consider him the root cause of the disaster. At most, he would have had tangential liability. As for the judgment passed by the Oratrice during the trial, whether it was due to that liability by association, or Focalor deliberately using him to buy time for us on the assumption that he would be able to hold the creature off, I cannot say.
Guess Focalor had Fontanians in mind the whole time. In the end, it was thanks to her that they finally became real humans. Hang on a second. Paimon suddenly got another question. Back when Fontanians hadn't yet become real humans, were the children they had also transformed Oceanids?
Life has always flowed like water. Do you recall how Fontanians would often come to the Fountain of Lucine to pray for children?
Yeah, Lynette said the fountain is where all the waters in Fontaine converge.
In truth, even those couples did not know that such prayers were no mere custom, but instead a form of ritual. Those Oceanids who were blessed within the spring water would later descend as new humans in the coming months.
Paimon sorta gets it now. Either way, seems like this ritual won't be of any further use, but it'll probably live on as a local custom.
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
That was an interesting, like, the way that went. Okay, so that's how children, I guess, are made in Fontaine. About Fontaine's future.
Yeah, about that. Risley said Farina has already left. What's that all about?
Ah, Lady Farina. The people are only aware that her death sentence has not been carried out. She abdicated the post of Hydro Archon and left affairs related to that title to me, before leaving the Opera House. I related Focalor's words to her faithfully and completely. After hearing them, she seemed neither saddened nor comforted. She simply said that she was tired and needed to rest. Having said that, she then packed her things and moved out of the Opera House, not unlike how an ordinary person might.
But she's still got a place to stay, right?
You need not worry. I will make arrangements to ensure that she will not want for food, clothing, board, or travel. In truth, I am somewhat happy for her. The wear and tear on her spirit will, of course, take time to heal. But now that she no longer has to play the role of Focalor the Hydro Archon, she can finally lay down her burdens and lead a normal life.
What about you then? What are your plans now that you've regained your full powers as the Hydro Dragon?
After Focalor passed on, the Oratrice also ceased to function. This matter will directly affect our trials. After much careful consideration, I've decided to take over its role in our courts. From now on, I shall hear cases and pass verdicts by myself.
Looks like you're still considering stuff from the perspective of the Udex, huh?
As an elemental dragon, there are indeed many things that I must do. But this power and this duty, in a manner of speaking, you could say that both were granted to me. As such, before I attend to my other responsibilities, I must first and foremost continue to serve Fontaine as its highest judge. The duty of the Hydro Sovereign and the duty of the Udex shall coexist within my person. Additionally, the Hydro Archon's departure has brought about another problem, which is that the Opera House shall no longer produce indemnitium.
That's true. That power was derived from the people's faith in the Hydro Archon, wasn't it? Wait, but the various mechs and machines in the city are all still okay. Where are they getting their energy from?
As I am now, I have full command over New Musia, and it can serve as a complete substitute. Another reason why I cannot quite leave Fontaine immediately.
Wow. This ancient dragon's authority stuff is really quite useful, huh?
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Poor Farina. I'm glad, though, that she's going to get to actually live her life now. About Fontaine's Gnosis.
Oh, that's right! They say you've given it to the knave as a diplomatic gift or something!
Leaving aside their intentionality, the two Fatui Harbingers have indeed done much for us during this crisis. Their sole remaining goal in Fontaine, at least at this point, would seem to be the Gnosis. The Oratrice has ceased to function. The Hydro Archon's divine throne is now no more, and I do not need the Gnosis's power. As such, it has lost all meaning for Fontaine. If the Fatui have impure designs, then we might as well accede to their request now, and avoid unnecessary conflict.
What complicated considerations? Paimon thought you were just giving it to them out of gratitude to the knave and as an apology to Child.
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
It's never that simple with Neuvillette. He always thinks 3 steps ahead, right? Very similar to Nahida, actually. About the next stop on my journey.
You will soon be heading to Natlan, I presume. I'm afraid that I have little talent as a travel guide, so all I can do is tell you what I know about that land. As far as I'm aware, Natlan can be said to be a nation of dragons.
A nation of dragons? You mean like you?
No, I suspect that I would not find myself welcome there. Unlike ancient dragons such as myself, the dragons of Natlan have undergone long years of development and evolution. Large numbers of them have entered a form of coexistence with humanity. Natlan is also the nation of war. War ravages those lands like an undying flame. There is one other piece of information I got incidentally from my negotiations with the Knave that I believe may be useful to you. The harbinger known as the Captain has thrown his hat into the endless ring of war.
The captain. Sounds like a real tough customer. Seriously, everywhere you look, there's a Fatui Harbinger doing their thing.
I suggest that you fully prepare yourself before going to Natlan. In the meantime, Fontaine's doors will always be open to you. Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
I guess that's it. Interesting, I think Natlan's a nation of fire, right? So that's the next nation. Okay. Interesting. I can't believe... We've already gone through... Let's see. We've done Mondstadt, nation of... So we have Animo, Liyue for Geo, Inazuma for Electro. We have Sumeru for Dendro, and then Fontaine for Hydro. So Natlan for Pyro, Snezhnaya for Cryo, and then... Is that it? Isn't there only 7 elements, I think? Right? I think so. Is there really only 2 more nations left, besides if they do anything for, Conria? I think that is. Wait, really? I think... The game can't be close to ending, though. There's no way. I mean, I know that's gonna be, like, because they release a new nation, like... Isn't it, like, once a year? Once... Or twice a year, maybe? Because, okay, Sumeru... No, because Sumeru was out for a year before Fontaine came out, I think. Was it a year? No, the game's only been out for 3 years, but... Well, no, I think we got a... Let's see, we got Inazuma during the first year, then Sumeru. Yeah, I think it's about a nation a year, give or take. So yeah, that's about another 2 years, give or take. Anyway, sorry, I'm just trying to calculate out in my head. I'm just like, wow, how much... You know, are they going to be able to keep going past a certain point? Because once we go to each nation, is there anything more? But I think there's only 7 nations, but I'm not sure about that. That sounds right, though. But anyways, I have no more questions. Sorry. Little rambling in my head. I had to get my thoughts out because my brain was just swirling.
Hang on a sec. Paimon still got a question about the Gnosis. When we spoke to Linny earlier, he mentioned that your attitude towards giving away the Gnosis had clearly changed. We guessed that there might be some reason for it that only you were aware of.
No wonder the House of the Hearth is the Fatui's intelligence division. They are certainly sharp. So regarding this specific issue, I was just getting ready to share something with you.
What is it?
In truth, I exchanged some further words with that lady named Skirk after sending you two back to the surface. It went something like this.
Well, we're going to head topside to see what's going on. You hurry over soon as well, all right, Nervalet?
What next?
The all-devouring narwhal isn't here, so I'm no longer getting any interference. I can finally catch the scent of your power, what it's made of. It is the authority of the planet's primordial dragons, but with something very similar to a god's curse mixed in. It's quite a novel blend. I'm sure I've encountered something like this before. What was it again?
I do not know what you speak of.
Of course. How could I forget? You should have the remains of the third descender on your person, yes?
Remains? I've never heard of any such thing.
According to your parlance, I believe it may be called a gnosis.
Well, that much is true. After Focalor's divinity faded, she handed her gnosis to me. But I fear I have never heard of it described in the manner that you just did.
I've been training with my master, the Foul, ever since I was young, and I have never returned to the surface since. So most of the information I possess, I got from him. It is only natural for those who are greater than humanity to possess a different sort of common sense, which is why there are so many problems in our attempts to communicate with humans. Regardless, you should probably get rid of objects of misfortune to prevent any disasters from befalling you. To live in itself is a blessing. But once a person dies, The bonds he once had with this world shall all turn to curses.
What do you mean by that?
No need to fret. These are just my personal thoughts, and my reason for no longer wishing to return to the surface.
This third descender you refer to, who are they? And when did they die?
Master never mentioned them to me. Perhaps it just wasn't that important for me to know. If you're interested, though, I could ask him. I'll be sure to pass the answer on to you next time.
Next time? You believe we will meet again?
I do. Wait. I have a disciple of my own, don't I? He can be the messenger then.
That's what she told me. Whether it would prove useful or not, I wanted to pass that information on to you.
The remains of the third descender? So that's what the Gnosis actually are. Paimon just thought they looked like chess pieces. How could they be a person's remains?
All the same, assuming that there was no misunderstanding or special metaphor at play, that is what she meant to say.
And she said that it would bring misfortune and that you should check it, which is why you gave it to the Fatui.
If she speaks the truth, then I would simply be putting Fontaine at unnecessary risk by keeping it here.
A descender? She mentioned one of them. I am the fourth descender. For me, this information means two things. One, that the Gnosis are related to descenders. And two, that the one who came before me has already died.
I had guessed that you might already be familiar with this concept, but I did not expect you to be one of them. That means that the Gnosis, which are exceedingly element compatible and can even enhance elemental abilities, do indeed come from the third descender. I wonder, does your body also possess similar properties?
Like being able to use elemental powers without a vision. That does sort of count as special compatibility, right? No, let's not think about this stuff right now. It just feels creepy. Comparing the Traveler to the dead third descender and all.
Don't worry, I won't die so easily.
That's what you say, but this topic still feels like bad luck. Once Child recovers, let's get some more answers out of him. Or go look for his master and get the answers that way.
I too believe it unwise to make too many blind guesses when information is lacking. The same is true of being at court.
All right. Whatever the case, it seems like the crisis here in Fontaine's over for now.
Yes. All of Focalor's efforts were for this moment as well.
But she sacrificed herself in the end as a god, and she suffered through all those years as a human. Was that really what she wanted?
I suppose that would be the mystery of a god's will.
Can you understand the will of the gods?
I suspect not. But once in a while I too would guess that if wishes were like the clouds in the sky, they will one day return to the earth as raindrops. Life flows like water, and rain is the final answer. The water levels may sometimes tilt one way or another, but the rain falls fairly upon all. And what ultimately is the difference between the rains that fall upon all of us?
There we go, that's it. That's the Fontaine story quest, guys. Wow. Wait, I didn't mean to open that. I was trying to open this to this. So basically, the descender who came before us, which is that, would that be counted as our sister, our twin? Because, you know, we were both descenders technically, and she got here before us, technically. Remember, thousands of years, because she was here for the Conria incident, right? I think. That whole part's still kind of confusing me too. Whenever you start involving time travel or time skips and whatnot, I get lost so easily. So is it her remains? But she's still alive, I think. Unless she's here in spirit. I don't know. I might be reading too much in that. Or is she the fifth descender and we got here first and then she woke up first? I don't know. Or is she not a descender and she was actually from, No, I don't think so, because we're twins. We have to be from the same place. But that's interesting, though, that the Descender... So the third Descender now, is it there was 7 Descenders and each of their body parts makes up a Gnosis? Or is it that the third Descender was split into the 7 pieces that make up the 7 Gnoses? Which I think that's how it is, because that would make more sense, that basically each part of it, yeah. So I think that's the route they're going with it, which means that whoever the third Descender was is the one who basically, they're the ones that powered the gods, I guess. This is interesting. I'm still a little confused, but I am getting... This is very interesting. Like, I really am excited to see what comes out of this. There we go. There we go. That's all of our story quests for a while. Like, main story quest. Until, unless there's, like, an interlude chapter thing or until Natlan comes out, we're pretty much done with that, which is awesome. I love the Fontaine story. It was so good. We got another constellation for our Traveler. There we go. That's number 3. And the other 3, I believe you get from leveling up your statue. So cool, cool, cool. Awesome. We can go ahead and claim that. Okay. So, we need to... What do we need to do? Okay, what I want to do is I want to go and try and find a chest or 2 real quick, because we only need 3 more Hydro tokens in order to get our next level of the Fountain of Lucian, which gives us 2 wishes. So we'll go do that real quick, and then we'll end the episode, and then I have something planned for the next episode, which we'll talk about next time. But I want to be able to do some wishes, so... Where is a place that would probably... There's probably a bunch of chests underwater, actually. We have done almost no underwater exploration. Let's see. I think if I can find... not a plain wooden chest, but one of the higher end ones. I forgot what they're called, but the second tier chest. I can't remember what they're called now. Anyways, they usually have, ooh, that one down there is going to have plenty. That should be 5, I think, in that kind of chest. So let's try to do this. We should be able to take these guys, I think. And we have everybody's burst, so yeah, it should go fine. Wish, wish, wish. Mark them. We're going to go all out. Ooh, that was close.
Wretched vermin! Squall fury! That's far enough!
Nice! That was easy. Yeah, that should be 5 of them, right? Let's see. 10 Primo Gems, and... Yes, 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 all the other stuff I picked up. Show me the rest. Show me the rest. Oh, no, that only gives 3. Okay, maybe the other one only gives 2? I thought the other one gives... I can't remember now, dang it. Oh, well. We'll call it good. Okay, so we needed the 3, so we got that. Cool, cool, cool. So then let's head back to Z Fountain. We... Turn this in, get 2 wishes out of this, and then we could probably do a handful of wishes. And hopefully get something good. Go, level up our fountain. I'm standing on the... I'm like standing on the side of it, but not falling off. That's funny. Look at how his feet are. They're like pointing at like a 90-degree angle. That's funny. Okay, claim that. Awesome, awesome. Oh, that was only level 2 as well. We gotta do... We have so much exploration to do. But luckily, because we finished all the story stuff, we actually have time for exploration now. We finally caught up with kind of the latest updates, which is cool. I was worried we were never going to be able to catch up because, you know, there's so much story, but we moved pretty quick. Let's see. Okay, so we'll do the first wish here. Okay, nothing. That's fine. We're getting really close. We're in the 70s on that one, so we should be close there. We got 2 here, so I don't know what we're at here, but we'll just pull it and we'll check. So we got 1. Okay, and 2. Okay, a whole lot of nothing. That's fine. Okay, and then we have enough to buy... Oh, 1 more. Okay, here we go, guys. Last wish, and we're real close to... I think we're in the soft pity range, so here we go. Oh, oh my gosh. Oh, 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 oh. We got Cyno. Oh my gosh, yes. Oh, that is awesome. I love Cyno. I love his design. I love his personality. I love his moveset. He's basically like a 5-star Razor. He's so good. Oh, I'm so happy we got him. I would have been happy with any 5-star as long as it wasn't Chi-Chi, honestly. But I'm so glad we got Cyno. He's going to be a pain in the butt to level up, though, because he takes the stupid scarabs, which are so hard to find. But yes, that is awesome. We got Cyno. Look at him. Oh, go ahead and level him up real quick. Ascend him. Awesome. Yeah, we're gonna need more of those scarab things, which is gonna be a pain in the butt. But I gotta work on him now because he'll be a great Electro being DPS. So we have one last wish on our standard banner. I was gonna say, yeah, but pretty much it didn't matter what it was. I'm still pretty happy. I was like, if it was gonna be another 5-star though, that wouldn't be ridiculous. How close are we on the standard banner? Anyways, I don't know if I can go back far enough because we don't wish on the standard banner too often. Let's see, we got. Come on, there we go. 5, 10. Yeah, I can't go back far enough, so I have no idea. But anyways, what a way to end off the Fontaine storyline by getting Sino a 5-star. Awesome. Look at him. Dude, where'd he go? Oh, just putting him at level 20 and ascending him, he put way up here. Oh, I really need more spear weapons too. I have like no spear weapons. I'm really hurting for weapons. I'm trying to pull for more weapons. Like, you know, I'm making so many wishes and it's like, I'm not getting any weapons at all. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to craft him something. But anyways, look at him in all his glory. What we're going to end here, and in the next one, what we're going to do is we are going to do the current event going on right now, because we can get a free Fremine out of it, and we don't want to miss out on a free character. That would be really stupid to miss out on. So we're going to go through that event. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. If you liked the video, remember to like it. Comment down below with your thoughts and opinions. I look forward to hearing from you guys. Remember to subscribe if you want to see more from me in the future. Until next time, see ya!